I wanted to bring some light into 3 individuals and bring them up on stage that just have done some of the craziest, amazing work to make this world better, our lives better. And so I want to start by bringing Bavaani on stage, where Bavaani is the head of Netley Primary. She took a job in public education from the UK, where she was just killing it at a school, and then signed up into a very difficult school. It's actually 3 schools in one. It's the largest, I think, one of the top public schools for autism. It's a school with tremendous level of poverty in the school. I understand most of the children don't even speak English. And she took on this challenge, and she's killing it. I know there's always ways to do better, but she is killing it and still finding ways to help other people. And I wanted to bring Bavaani up and just have her share some of the great work they're doing, because I think when you see such amazing people, you want to bring some light onto them. So, Bavaani, if you can come up, I will give you the mic. Please let you share anything you want.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here. The only problem, Charlie, is if you give a teacher a mic and a stage, she never stops. So I'll try and be as succinct as possible. Lots of praise there given to me, but the problem is when you walk into a school like Netley, you are immediately taken by the children. They are wonderful. What you don't realize is that they have so many challenges that they face even before they have walked into the school grounds. And the school is the haven for them. So just to give you a brief background of the school, we have children who 90% of our children have English as an additional language, 30 languages spoken. And so what we have is children who may be of Black, Asian, Eastern European, Irish origin. They may be Muslims, they may be Christians, they may be without faiths. What brings them together is the fact that they are British and they are Londoners. But it is not a surprise if you talk to a child and he or she says to you, I've not seen Big Ben. So they wouldn't have seen Big Ben. They wouldn't have visited a farm, Daniela. They wouldn't have visited a farm. Or they wouldn't have been to a theater. So those are the kind of experiences and opportunities that the school has to provide. So we have a big question in the school, and that question is, who do I want to be? It starts from the very young. We have 2-year-olds, and it goes right through to 100, I say, because we have an adult learning center too. It remains with the school community. It's a question we ask all the time, because we are not just a school about striving for great results. We want that too, but we want much, much more. Our vision, first and foremost, is to nurture happy children where everyone betters themselves to become, to contribute to society and become global citizens. That's the kind of idealism I suppose I have. But without passion, there's nothing in this world, really. And what we want is to build, to develop good children, good young adults. And if I were to tell you that our children come from very complex backgrounds, they have autism, they have special educational needs, they have a range of abilities, there are children who have been excluded from other primary schools who are there. We have parents who need our support and guidance. So sometimes it feels like a tall order. But then I have Kevin and Tarun, you see. So when in my moments of despair, I just turn to Kevin or Tarun and I say, what do I do? And I'm so grateful for their support, because they have been coaching me, and everyone needs a coach. So I'm very grateful for that. But I digress. Do I still have 5 more minutes? 2 minutes, okay. Oh, that's a lot to say. What can I say? I think if you're saying you want children to become well-rounded young citizens, and we're facing a rapidly changing world, what do? How do you equip them with the right values and the skills? And that's where Next Jump comes in. You see, better me better you, better us. A simple, powerful message. How can you go wrong? So they play a crucial part in our community. And I remember the day when we got selected. We were really delighted, but it was the day of, a decision-making day. It was the day that the UK voted on the referendum and decided that they would leave the European Union. And I stood there in the Next Jump offices on Waterloo Road and thought to myself, am I making the right decision? Oh God, do I want to take up advice and support from a business company? That's not done in UK. That's not done. But I know I'm making the right decision, unlike UK leaving the European Union. And what I want to say is that we have transformed. It's been 2 years. There's so much to say. Honestly, there's so much to say. Next Jump has given us so very much. It started as a simple Toastmasters program that went on to a year 5. For a whole year, we had Next Jumpers coming to school every Thursday afternoon, working with 60 lively 10-year-olds. You can't do it, I'm telling you. And they did it for a whole year. And then we found ourselves, plunging into another challenge. This is what Charlie and Megan and Kevin are like. They just push you, and I willingly follow. And we went into the Lego challenge. Boy, did we have a ride on that one. We didn't know what we were going in for, but it has resulted in a robotics showcase with our children joining a club. Little Ali, who's 8 years old, that's been his first taste of success. He has learned to develop his coding skills. He has learned to use his logical mind, and he's tasted his first success thanks to the Next Jumpers. So all I want to do now is actually thank all those Next Jumpers who came to my school every year for the first year and now the second year, gave up their time, the efforts, their energy, because all of that has harnessed, and we're now moving in the right direction, because what we are working on now is coaching, coding, and confidence building. So to those Next Jumpers, thank you very much for what you do, because you are role models for our children. Two more sentences, I promise. They need to see the behaviors that you model. They need your help in aspiring for greater heights. And most of all, they need your outrageous robotics showcases. Thank you.